A little bit of a brisk, chilly morning for me. Okay. Now, like the title says, if you want to learn how to do pipe fabrication and tubing fabrication, become a member. $7 a month. You get to watch me do this whole go-kart project and kind of learn how to do it for yourself. This is the free version. So right now what you guys are watching is you're watching me fabricate this thing, but you're not going to get the detailed interaction that you would get if you were a interactive member. So go to the YouTube channel, select memberships, become a member for $7 a month, and you can learn how to do this yourself. Difference is that I'm going to stick you up here. You'll be able to watch from afar. Versus if you pay $7 a month, you're going to be able to watch me interact with the camera, ask you questions, become part of it, all that fun stuff. So I've got to move you so you can actually see what I'm doing at all. There we go. So yeah. All right. All right. Good morning, any members that choose to watch this. Sorry, I'm in the way. And I have to record this too. All right. It is a chilly morning. It is a cold morning. Hopefully we don't have any more of these sub-freezing. Oh, sub-freezing temperatures. I'm kind of tired of it. Put this away because I'm gonna need it. Yeah. That's right there. All right. Anyways, so yesterday. So yesterday, you saw me sit down and I'm working on this, which would be my cockpit slash steering hoop. I've got measurements done. These are my uprights. They're going to sit up here like this. Kind of. That's the wrong one. I'm going to set it like this. There. I'm going to have another piece like that. Moving around and so. Now, in order to, so this thing's going to sit on top. This piece is going to go right like this. And I got to make this curve. Now, I could bend the pipe, but I don't have a bender. I have a hydraulic press. I was going to make some dies in order to make a bender for it. But I figured, you know what, since this is a welding project, I'm going to show you guys how to pie cut. So I'm going to have a short come out a little later this morning to show you guys how I made these pie cuts and the measurements that I used to make them. Because it's going to make this corner like that. So I did that. Now I gotta clean these pieces up. I'm gonna tack them all together, and today's gonna be a welding day. This morning's gonna be a welding morning. If I had all day to do this, I would have been done the frame by now. But I do not. So I'm gonna take these pieces best way I can. Make sure my audio is the way I want it to be. Oh man, my microphone wasn't connected. Unconnected. What happened? Damn it. Did I turn it off? Oh, shit. I must have turned it off by accident. All right. All right, well, we're gonna go. All right, so I'm gonna put this piece. There's my other one. I'm gonna stick this in there. I'm gonna move the tripod so you can see what I'm doing. Move this tripod so you can see what I'm doing here. There we go. It is cold this morning. Oh my goodness, it's cold this morning. Hopefully I can do this without freaking killing myself. Of course, again, I gotta get all this coating off. I've got a bunch of cuts right here. I've got a bunch of pie cuts that I made. 1, 2. These are roughly the same size. Yeah, they're pretty close. Yes, they are pretty close. All right. So I'm gonna fit this the best way I know how. Now we are still doing flux core. Because why not? Constantly goes off. Makes no sense to me. All right. Put on my ground. Good. That's set up. My gloves on. This is, of course, the fun part, fitting all this. So, I could really sit here and measure everything out and get everything to sit exactly how I want it to. But to be honest with you, I'm pretty confident that my pretty confident that I should be able to eyeball this and get it pretty close. Now I'm going to clean them off. Quickest way to get it off. Yeah, I got 50 fittings up. Another one in the middle. I'm going to tack everything up, and then I'm going to make sure that it fits the way I want it to. I'm going to eyeball the hell out of this thing. And I'm also going to take a little bit of space. That way I get a little bit of penetration in there. Take my brush and space is relatively even. Yeah, it is. Yeah. No, I'm not going to spend the time and try to groove on it. I'm not that worried about it. But I want to leave some space in there so I can get a halfway decent penetration. That's one piece. Help. I'll do the same thing with this piece. to stay. You're not going to see them. I'm going to grind it down. I'm going to grind these welds down so it looks like the pipe. Oh! So it looks like the pipe is bent. That's better. Take a little bit more space on that one. Yeah, that's good. All right. There we go. So that's one tacked up. Do the same thing to the other one. I think I'm going to get my load shut off now. I'm afraid to catch this thing on fire. I've done that already. Goes up pretty quick. I got two more cuts, and I need to take them over to my bench grinder and just clean them up real quick, just to get some spots for me to tack, and then I can use my wire brush. And wire brush is best. I guess that is the one I remember. These two ready to go. Start off with these here. this. The smaller of the two pieces. And again, we're just gonna eyeball this thing. Got pretty good at eyeballing lately. I guess it would help to use the round. Oh. Also got almost hot off the ground. Back around it again. About the same size. Right. A little space. On tack. You can hit it with a hammer that I don't have on me right now. Go. Good. Let's see, is that even space? Ooh, no, look at that. Tight side and wide side. Alright. So what I'll do, put this around. If I hit it with a hammer, it's going to go too far one way or the other. I'll eventually break it off. That's not one at a time. I'm also not going to fucking watch. There we go. Next one. Ah, keep breaking tabs. Oh. There we go. Right side's on the other side now. I forgot to ground it again. I've got two pieces, and they are they identical or close to it? In a word, yes. So now I'm going to sit here. I'm going to sit here and, oh. There's my microphone. I'll sit there, I'll clean these up, and I'm just going to roll them out. Need this. Plenty of time. There we go. Hi, everybody. Christy, nice to see you again. I forget your real name, but I can read. Look at this thing. Now I'm gonna lay some dimes down. Liam, that's right. That's right. How's it going, Liam? Yes, it has been a little while. Well, if you want to know what I'm building, I did make a video on the welding competition that we're doing. Check out the rules, and it'll make sense to you why everything looks like the way it does. But right now, I'm just trying to weld a frame together. I don't have a bender, so I'm not making a bender. I'm not making any bends. I am just kind of making pie cuts, one plug together. Oh, well, nice seeing you. Nice talking to you again. Drop by another time. I'll talk to you soon. We'll get you into the welding industry before you know it. penne in there. Daisy. Beautiful. I might just leave it like that. Honestly, instead of grinding them down, I think it's going to look pretty sweet with the ply cuts, actually. We're going to have to get a popular vote in order to win, so... pin down one to go. Now I can see how it's gonna sit. Look at that. I think it looks pretty cool, actually. Beautiful, crazy. Yeah, I'm crazy. That's not the side I want to do first. This side. This side. Ooh, I gotta clean that up. That is still covered in fluid. Okay, one more weld to do and these are done. Beautiful. There you go. All right, that part's done. Turn that off so it's not so loud. Pretty happy with that, actually. Came out all right. Okay. Being Alright, so let's see how well this follows it. I would say that's not too damn bad right there at all. That's beautiful. That is a beautiful thing. How about this one? Again, not bad at all. That worked out. Alright. So, I need to probably gonna tack these on. So I want to probably tack these here. Because that's where they're going to go. Yeah, I'm going to tack this on. Tack the other side on. Yeah, do that. Tack this side on, tack the other side on where it's supposed to go. And we'll see how well this fits. Brush it off first. Turn this machine back on. Fire in the hole. I know. I just want to get this tacked up so I can see it. Alright, so which one goes here? This one? Definitely not this one. This one. So I want this to sit. I want this to sit like that. Get a tack. It's a little bit better like this. So it's gotta sit like that. And I need to right there. Hell yeah. And then here comes the fun part, blowing up something that's crooked already. I'm gonna do my best. This isn't the most 100% most accurate. That's gonna be what it is. There's nothing I can really do about that. Okay. There is my piece. That's gonna sit like that, right? Get this other side tacked. Quickly. This one is going to do the same thing. Like that. Right? Yeah. Sure. Looks good. And this, move forward just a hair. Beautiful. And I'm stuck. I'm stuck. to set this. This is going to be the fun part, fitting this up. Why is that so far off? Oh, that's why. Because I need to put this back there like that. Okay. Yeah, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to fabricate the rest of this. Bear with me here. I'm going to set this up and then I'm going to have to go. Like I said, I'll do a full edited video of this. This is for the people who just want to watch me do this live. Bring you down a little bit. So, I'm going to set this up here. This piece is going to go something like that. This is going to sit on it. Ideally, I'm going to sit on it like that. Yeah, there we go. Something like that. Yeah. So then what I'll do, now this is obviously rolled, but I will cut a straight piece, weld that in, and then put that hoop on top. And until that time, I must keep going. All right. That's going to be tomorrow's project. Getting a piece cut for this. Because that's going to end up sitting like that. This is going to end up sitting right up there. Now instead of, I don't think I'm going to weld the cockpit on. I think I'm going to bolt it with some conduit clamps. Sit like that, kind of. There we go. Yes, sir. No, I'll weld it. I'll stitch it. There's no reason to bolt it. thanks for watching, everybody. Stay tuned for more, probably tomorrow morning. Actually, definitely tomorrow morning. And then probably, depending on how things are going, Friday night. And then next week, I'm going to switch to late nights instead of early mornings. So instead of 3:30 in the morning Eastern time, it's going to be about midnight to 1:30 Eastern time, because my schedule changes. Let's let some of the air out. But until then, thank you very much for watching. Please stay tuned for more. This is going to get more and more exciting as we get through the fabrication process, because pretty soon, well, actually very soon, so I'm going to get this cockpit done, and then I'm going to start working on the front end, front axle. If you want to follow along closely and learn how to do this yourself, become a member, $7 a month. You get to watch me through the really nice, pretty lens with the microphone and me explaining things very closely and all that stuff. The reason why I have to put it as a payment plan is because, well, that camera equipment was very expensive. But I feel it is good for people who want to learn how to do this stuff. I'm not doing this just to make money. Matter of fact, I'm not making any money at all. I'm losing a lot. But it is worth it to get more people out in the industry, because I am very active in the welding industry as a weld inspector and a fabricator myself. And I've seen a trend start to where we have welders that are good enough. And what I mean by good enough is good enough to pass a test. I'm going to promise you there are situations in the welding industry, at least on the pipe side that I'm talking about, that your weld test will not prepare you for. So as a welder, you have to be able to think kind of outside the box and rely on your skills. You have to understand how to manipulate the metal in a very distinct way. But anyways, that's all I got.